Welcome to the House Roethlisbergerville, Oxford, Ohio, on the campus of Miami University and home to the Redhawks. And we are looking forward to a fantastic game and a full house for this one. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Toledo's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on field.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to throw on third. Fires to the big fella. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inch, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
And the Rockets have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. They're working that left side. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Rockets with the 1st and 10. A little screen to the running back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
He might want another play. To the air on 2nd down. Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Rockets didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Fires to the tight end. And he will score! Touchdown, Rockets!
I really like like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Red Hawks offense will get the ball for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Hodge. That's caught. It's Clay. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. And the Red Hawks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice...
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athletic.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
No, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's spinning his ears back again.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Red Hawks will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Rockets offense is back on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. The offense changing the play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Catch in the middle, it's Holly. Wide open spaces. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're real.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Firing to the right, complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Guys, we'll see what this Red Hawks offense can get done this time. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Hodge. He's got an open man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Red Hawks in the hurry up. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Sims. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Red Hawks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Lets it fly on the move. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. The Rockets will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets it out of there for the 1st time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Red Hawks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Makes the grab. It's Clay. The Red Hawks will line up to punt it away.
Now, a 4th down.
Oh, little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
There's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got his man in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's got him this time. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Hodge. The sure hands, it's Pitts.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Redhawks will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it down the left side. Lots of running room. He's at the and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rockets! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen.
Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Touchdown, Toledo. The defense putting points on the board.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Florida Atlantic delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in Boca. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Oxford.
And the Rockets will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what this Red Hawks offense can get done this time. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
He'll try to do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Dropping back, it's Hodge. There's the pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Red Hawks decide to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the fifth kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Rockets offense is back on the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rockets. Getting set for the point after. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. going to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Complete to the left. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. And the Redhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Hodge. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
The Redhawks will punt this one away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. From the shotgun, the inside give. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Intercepted for the 11th time. He'll try to take it back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up with an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on, this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Hodge. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
That's the end of the period, and it's Toledo holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Touchdown, Miami! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he makes the catch. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Holly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Runs through the tackle. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Hit as he throws. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that.
He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Toledo. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Army pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Black Knights did. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He wants to start this drive with a pass. It's complete to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Redhawks in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Looking left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football.
Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Pressure coming. Got the back over the middle. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And here's flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Holland. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Rockets are marching down the field.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Rockets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They just keep firing. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10.
And first down for the offense.
The Rockets have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. To the air on first down. Got him downfield. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are. And they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Now facing a 3rd and long. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game.